Joining us now are Peter Graylin, who was diagnosed with melanoma after noticing a change in his skin, and Dr. Jane Yu, the dermatologist who identified it. They're here to talk about early warning signs, early detection, and what people should be watching for. Peter, thank you so much for making time for us. Take us back to that moment. What made you decide to get that spot checked?
Well, it was pure luck, if I'm honest. Serendipity, maybe. My brother-in-law happened to be there, and he just off the cuff said, well, you got a spot there on your calf. You should get that checked. I looked at it and thought, I don't have any history of skin problems. I had a certain sort of contemptuous neglect of my skin and didn't think anything of it. And on that Monday, I happened to go out to lunch. Lo and behold, there was a skin cancer mobile unit right there. And somehow the coincidence of the two events all played into my stepping up and this very fortuitous meeting with Dr. Yu, who took one look at the spot and said, oh, we need to get that checked. She was very certain of it.
Dr. Yu, when Peter came in, what stood out to you right away?
Oh gosh, I noticed the lesion that he showed me on his right calf immediately needed a biopsy. I think it's one of those things that you have a knee-jerk reaction. You're looking at something like, this doesn't look right.
And as I arrived in Johannesburg, my phone pinged and said, yes, you have a melanoma, and we need to make immediate arrangements for you.
Early detection saves lives. The 5-year survival rate is actually 99%, but it drops when it spreads to distant organs.
For those of us who may not be professional dermatologists or medical professionals, what are some warning signs you look for as a dermatologist when you're evaluating something like this?
The Skin Cancer Foundation's program keeps it simple by telling people to look for anything new, changing, or unusual on their skin.
We do talk a lot about sunny days, but how much does UV exposure matter even when there are clouds in the sky?
Clouds usually block 20 to 80% of UV radiation. So that means that UV can still reach you.
When people are checking the AccuWeather forecast, what should they be paying attention to so they can better protect their skin day to day?
Well, sun protection is necessary regardless of the daily UV index reading. Clothing is a strong line of defense, so make sure you wear clothing with a UPF factor of 50, a wide brim hat, and UV blocking sunglasses. Apply sunscreen to all exposed areas, even on days when the UV index is low. Seek the shade during peak hours. This is from 10 to 4 when the UV index is high. But when the UV index is high, they should do what they can to seek shade or avoid spending too much time outdoors until the sun's intensity wanes.
I would just urge people, don't think it can't happen to you. A check is very quick and very easy.
Peter Graylin, so good talking to you. I'm so glad that your story worked out as it has, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
And as we head into the sunnier months, it's not just about watching the weather, it's about understanding your exposure. Tools like the AccuLumen Brightness Index can help you track when sun intensity is highest each day.